Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My husband and I are in the middle of a very busy weekend, and so I just thought that we would bring you along for the ride. Today is currently Sunday, and on Tuesday, he and I will be leaving for a 10-day trip to California to spend time with my family. So in this video, I was hoping to show you how we pack for a 10-day trip. Additionally, this weekend we were also celebrating our 5-year anniversary of living in New York City. So I will show a few clips of us going out to dinner and navigating Manhattan. Yeah. So for this trip to Sacramento, my husband and I bought JetBlue Basic tickets. Basic tickets are cheaper than the other ones. They're non-refundable. I think there's some other things like that. But the most important parts of that to us is that you do not get to choose your seats for free, and you do not get to bring a carry-on item. Oh, and you board last. So we don't really care about when we board, especially if we're not bringing on a carry-on. For us, we prefer to sit towards the back of the plane anyway, which is the cheaper seats to buy. So for us, it just makes sense to do Blue Basic. Blue Basic does allow you to bring personal items. So we are going to bring each a personal item, and then we are paying to check one bag. So we do need to fit everything into our one checked bag. This is our checked bag. It fits hopefully everything that we need. In addition to our luggage, I've also pulled down and or recently purchased a few things just to make packing and the organizational aspect of packing a little bit easier. I currently live in New York, but our families live in California, so we do a lot of traveling in order to go and visit them. In addition to that, we both just like to travel outside of that. So it just kind of makes sense for us to invest in the things that are gonna make traveling a little bit easier. So we bought recently, I've never used this, off of Amazon, we got this little travel container. On the outside, you're able to use a little pocket that I think is supposed to be water resistant. That's not in the frame, is it? This pocket is supposed to be water resistant. It's got this pocket, and then, most importantly, it opens up, and I think it actually ends up then being upside down because there's a little hook, and you can hang it like this. So this should fit a lot of stuff. It should fit enough stuff for both Jordan and me. So we'll use this to pack all of our stuff. And then because it can hang, I can, instead of having to use up space on my sister's counter, I can just hang this in her bathroom and just have easy access to everything that I need. So I'm really, really hoping that this is gonna be a good investment for us. I also have the Dyson Airwrap, which comes in its own container, but it's huge. I think it weighs 10 pounds and it's super big, and I don't use all of the parts. So I also have this as a hanging storage device. I'm able to fit all of the components that I actually use on a trip with the Airwrap in here. It's not that padded, but I just feel like it protects the Airwrap a little bit more as well. We have this container that we use to organize pretty much just cords and chargers, but we have a lot of them, and I feel like when we would travel, it would always get really confusing when we would unpack, because we almost always end up landing at night, and we have all these things to unpack and all these things to charge, and we could never find, the exact cord that we were looking for, or it was just thrown into a backpack in a random pocket. And so this just really keeps things consolidated. And then last but not least, I have a whole bunch of different packing cubes. They're mesh, so you can see exactly what you're packing. This one's for shoes, and it just makes packing a lot easier. For this trip, nothing is going to be super regimented. There's nothing that we're gonna be oh, on Monday we're doing this, and on Tuesday we're doing this. So I'm just gonna probably organize it by here's pants, here's shirts, and I can just find what goes together. Give me just 1 second. I don't think that I'm gonna organize my things like that at all. I think instead what we're gonna do is, oh, now I lost my train of thought. I originally bought these packing cubes for our wedding, which we had in California. These came in really handy because we were in California for about a week, and we had a lot of stuff planned. You know, it was like one day I had my final dress fitting. There was another day that we had to go down to the courthouse and pick up our marriage license. And then there was another day that we had to go get my ring cleaned. A lot of the different activities around the wedding, like the rehearsal dinner, we had very specific outfits we needed to be able to wear. So the packing cubes were really nice because I actually organized everything by outfit. So this was the outfit that I was gonna wear to go and get our marriage license. And then this is the outfit that I was gonna wear for the rehearsal dinner and that sort of thing. For this trip, it's not gonna be like organized like that at all because I don't think we really have anything in particular planned. I think it's more just gonna be relaxing and hanging out with family. So I won't need to be that regimented, but it will be nice to say, oh, okay, this is all pants and shorts and bottoms and, you know, oh, this one can be all shirts, things like that. So it'll be really nice to just be more organized. So that's what I have so far. So where are we going?
To New York City.
Well, where are we right now?
New York City.
Yeah, okay, so where are we actually going?
We are going to a fancy schmancy
Oh my God,
restaurant.
don't say that.
No?
Don't, it's not, no.
It's not that fancy?
It's not that fancy. It's cute. It looks cute, but it's not that fancy.
We're going to a nice restaurant.
We are going to Manhattan to go to dinner at like some outdoor dining place. It looks kind of cute. We'll see.
It looks very Instagrammable.
Set your bar much, much lower.
Okay, all right. It doesn't look like anything. It looks like a hole in the wall.
Why are we going?
Because we moved to New York City 5 years ago. Today?
We left California on the 24th of 2017 and we took a red eye. So we landed in New York on the 25th. So we are celebrating 5 years of surviving New York. We'll see you at dinner. In case anyone cares, this is the outfit for our little celebration date night. Jordan, what do we get?
Something from Zach.
Open it. The doors are gonna open.
Hi. Luna. Good Luna. It looks like it's aww. Like an embroidery, is that what it's called?
Yeah, embroidery, I think that's what it's called. That's sweet. Do you know who made that?
I'm assuming Katie.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Heavier than I would expect.
Oh, that's nice.
Thanks. If you watch this.
How was dinner?
It was good.
Yeah, what was your favorite part?
The ravioli.
Yeah, the ravioli was the best part.
Yeah, I didn't like the prosciutto as much as I thought I would have.
Which apparently is okay, because we realized after we were already almost home that we forgot the doggy bag.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a bummer, but we had fun. Oh, Luna's here. She wants to join. She greets us every day when we get home, and then she follows us around basically for the evening. You know, if we're in the living room, she'll follow us to the living room. If we're in the bedroom, she'll follow us back to the bedroom. So we had fun, but it was definitely a reminder of why, you know, living in New York City, I definitely appreciate not being in the super dense areas. We had to walk through Herald Square, and it was just a madhouse. So we're tired, and hopefully tomorrow we'll do more packing and more cleaning and more prep for our trip. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. So unfortunately, today we are doing laundry, so I can't actually pack pretty much any clothes right now. A lot of the clothes that we're going to bring are probably being washed right now. Today, I was thinking I would get started on packing the various hygiene, bath, makeup products, like things like that. So the place that I like to start is with items that I already have that are specifically geared towards traveling. My husband and I have a drawer here that we keep a lot of our items that are meant for travel in. So this is our travel drawer. As you can see, not everything in it is actually for travel. Some of it is things that I knew I would deal with when we travel. I have a whole bunch of stickers. These are actually meant for my niece who lives in California. So I'm going to put those in my other pile of gifts for my niece and a gift for my sister. So they're also things that are gonna get packed. Now that I have found most of my travel items as well as my travel containers, I just need to fill some of the refillable travel containers. I'm not really worried about filling it with more than I need because the container takes up the amount of space that it does. I mean, I guess I should be a little bit worried about weight, but I'm really not. Why is it coming out the back? All right. Okay, I don't know. Our printer was not cooperating, so we decided to upload it as a PDF to my iPad instead. I can look at what I've packed so far. So for example, I can see that I've packed shaving cream. So I can look on here and I can find the shaving cream and I can just mark that off. That I came up with. So as a reminder, we are going to Sacramento. It's going to be very hot, but we're also just seeing family, so it's going to be pretty casual. We're not doing anything super fancy, so we're definitely going to be on the more casual side. What we have here, this is what I sleep in. So I've got shorts and a tank top, and I also always pack a sweater just because sometimes I do get really cold with the AC. I've got some workout shorts, a sports bra, and a tank top. I've got some more casual shorts with a few tank top options. I've got regular shorts with a whole bunch of tank top options that are just a little bit nicer. I've also got 2 dresses, and I'm bringing a steamer because they do get really wrinkled. I've also got a pair of leggings and a pair of pants just in case we do go somewhere where it's a little bit cold.
So I should stand on this, and then you hand me like 7 pounds of stuff.
But we haven't weighed it yet.
I haven't weighed it yet at all.
This is definitely not a reenactment. But anyway, yeah, so it's 52.6. Okay, I think it's 49, which is still cutting it too close.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, we'll take out some more stuff. Okay, so we finished packing, and this is what we ended up with. We've got nothing actually in there. Hairbrushes, my curling iron, dry shampoo, lint roller. We've got sandals in there, socks, underwear, some hair clips that I feel like are more safe in there. In the packing cubes, we've got Jordan's stuff mostly in there. We've got some sweaters and bottoms for me in here. This is shirts and dresses, makeup, my Dyson Airwrap attachments that I bring. I have tendonitis, so I do have to sleep in wrist braces. And then in here, we've got some stuff that I'm bringing for my sister, my niece, and my mom. And in here, we've got that container that opens up to carry like liquids and things like that. So this is all of what's going to go in our checked bag. And then we've just got our personal items, which mostly have snacks and in-flight entertainment kind of stuff. Good morning. It's a few weeks later. We went to Sacramento, had a good time, and we've been back actually for about a week now. It was just a really crazy week, being back and kind of getting back into the swing of things. And then at the end of the week back, Jordan's parents came to visit. They're actually still here. You'll see that in a future video. But because of all the stuff that went down and how quickly we were finishing packing and then literally leaving for the airport, I did not film an outro. Here's Luna. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
So, this is what we have to do in order to YouTube.
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you.
I can't, that's as flexible as I am.
Oh my God, that fly. Oh, I just hit it. Oh no, I didn't get the fly. I can see it, it's on the TV. So anyway, as I was saying, that is terrifying. Why won't you stop? My husband and I are having he just texted me, that was distracting. Good morning, everybody. This is our carry-on. This is our, how does it carry-on? It has a few different compartments, whatever. Well, did I ask you to record? No, I didn't. Stop. It won't stop.